Welcome back to DBL. Corbin Bernsen got his big break on LA Law 35 years ago. Now he's starring in a new movie with the late Cloris Leachman. I spoke with him earlier in today's Chatting with the Stars. Corbin, thank you so much for joining us here on DBL. Now, it's been 35 years since the debut of LA Law, and so many stars were on that show. Susan Day, Harry Hamlin, Blair Underwood, Jimmy Smits. How did that show and experience overall change your life?
Well, it gave me a career. It gave me a life. Every actor wants that one gig that is the launch pad. And I think it certainly was for me. And the unique thing about LA Law was that it was for so many of us. It was, it was the launch pad, man. It was a rocket.
Yeah, so your character, Arnie Becker, he was a bit of a womanizer, Corbin, on that show.
Don't tell me that under that lawyerly suit, you're really a romantic.
Well, if by that you mean I believe every woman has one special light in her eye that can only be seen by one special man, then I'm guilty as charged.
Do you see that character coming alive again on screen in today's day and age?
Well, I think I can say this because it was announced in Deadline. They are working on putting together a new LA Law. I'm not sure what my part in it will be or any of that, but there is something out there. But it does make me think about my character in today's time. He certainly was a womanizer, but I think it'd be interesting to see how he has to reconcile his past and how he lives today.
And Corbin, I got to touch on your mother, the late Jeanne Cooper. She was a television icon herself. She played your mom on LA Law, which was so cool, but was best known for playing Catherine Chancellor on The Young and the Restless, of course.
You're like a glacier.
Yes, like the dinosaur I am. You deal with it.
What was the best advice she gave you about acting or just in general?
The best thing she ever gave me was the very, very first thing when I said, I want to be an actor. She said, well, if you got my blessing, but you don't have it if you're going to do it for the money or the women or the fame or all these other things. You got to do it. I'm an actor, she said. I'm an actor. I've studied. And if you want to go into my job, my field, you've got to study and train. And you'll figure out why later. But you've got to do that. Don't do it for all the wrong reasons.
That is great advice. And speaking of icons, you worked with another icon, the late Cloris Leachman, on your TV movie called When We Last Spoke.
This is the most ill-stocked kitchen I've ever seen. I never get a meal on the table.
What was she like on set, Corbin?
Yeah, she was wonderful. She reminded me of my mother. She's one of those actors who, certainly at that point in her life, you wind her up and you put her in a direction, you give her some semblance of a script, and you just say, go, because whatever's going to come out is going to be fascinating.
That's amazing. And Melissa Gilbert plays your wife in the film. And I heard you guys never worked together despite your long careers in television. What was that experience like finally getting to work together?
She was magic. She was wonderful. It's one of those, this entire movie, and including her specifically, you don't know when they're going to happen, and you just slip into it. It just falls. Everything falls in place. Everything works. And there's no forcing anything into any corner, trying to make it work, trying to manipulate it this way or that. And she and I slipped into it's a shame because I often thought, well, I could do this for 8 years of a series with her.
That would be amazing, right? Corbin, man, I appreciate it.
Well, I'll give you some tips on skiing next time you're in Denver.
You got it, man. Anytime you want. Thank you so much, Corbin. And you can
Stay off the ice.
That's right. That's right. You can catch Corbin Bernsen in When We Last Spoke this Sunday on Up TV. Corbin, it was a real pleasure, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back, everybody.